All right, so today's race recap is going to be of the men's 1,500 meters at this year's Sound Running Track Meet. This is the second section, so not the fastest section, but pretty fast. And in this race, you have three main runners. Those are Austin Miller, Eduardo Herrera, and of course, your 2016 1,500 meter Olympic champion, Matthew Centrowitz. Now, Matthew Centrowitz had a knee surgery about a year ago and is now coming back from that. He couldn't race at last year's U.S. Championships, and he's now coming back, looking to make the team to go to Budapest. Let's get into the footage. And the gun is about to go off here, and it's a pretty nice weather here in Los Angeles. You know, at this time of year, it's about 70, and this is about perfect weather for these guys for a 1,500 meter. So the gun goes off, and they're not out too fast. You see Centro going to the back there. He doesn't really want to push the pace too early on. But first 100 about 14 flat. Not very fast running there, but, you know, not a bad pace either. But they're just kind of getting dialed in, and you can see number one is up there by quite a bit. I don't know if he's a pacer. I don't think he's a pacer. But they come through 200 about 29, so they slow down, 14 to all the way down to a 4-minute pace. So you can see he's gapping the field there, and Herrera in second place is now, he's like, well, if he's going to continue at this pace, I got to go with him, otherwise he's going to pull away. So they come through 300 there, 44. So they're running 15s now. They're just running about 4-minute pace, getting dialed in, and that's the most important part about a 1,500. You got to get dialed in. If you start going out in a 13, then run a 15, then a 16, that can't happen. Right now, they split the first 400 in about 58 seconds, which is pretty good running there. They're picking it up now, and they're coming through about 500 meters here. You can see the field is strung out. This isn't section 1. This is section 2, right? So you're not going to get the fastest runners. You're not going to get 3:30 guys. You're going to get 3:37 to 3:42 type of people. So people trying to get those pro contracts, people trying to get big PRs, and get those big contracts, because these are the runners who are on the edge of making a living from running. And you can see Herrera, and I believe that's Miller. I don't know who number one is, but they have gapped the field by a lot here. You can see they come through 700, about 141, 142. So not very fast, but they are moving. And you can see they're coming up on 800. Now, this is a great indication of how they're doing, because their first lap was 58. 156 would be on pace here. So they ran 156 and change, so they're doing good. And the first guy was a pacer, so he's just pacing through 800, trying to tow him to a good time there. Now, 156, 157 is about 3:39 pace. Got a little glitch there. But, you know, when you have 600 to go in a 1,500, this is where the kick starts. And I've said this many times before, and I'll say it again. The kick does not start with 300 to go, 400 to go. It starts with 600 to go. That's when the first moves are made. That's when, if you want to run your fastest time, the best runners, Jakob Ingebrigtsen, they wind it up from 600. They go a little faster. Once they hit 500, they go a little faster. 400 to go, they go a little faster. And each 100 meters, they squeeze it, and they go a little faster until the last 100, they're a dead sprint. Now they hit the bell at 239, 240. They're going really fast, and they're on about 337, 338 pace. Now this is really quick running for these, as you might say, scrub pro type of people. They're not going to make hundreds of thousands, but they're just trying to land the contract. This guy is probably already has a contract, but he's trying to get as low as he can, maybe meet the U.S. qualifying standard, which is 337 flat. And Matthew Centrowitz and the chase pack is actually gaining on them. You can't see them from quite here, but they are gaining on him. Now, what you guys have to understand here is Matthew Centrowitz had a knee injury about a year ago and is now recovering from it and coming back, trying to make the U.S. team this year to qualify to Budapest. He doesn't know if he can do it, but he's coming back. He has momentum. He's getting seasoned best. And as we see, Herrera, 333, 334, 335, 336, 337, 338.45. Very quick time, and only about 1.5 seconds off the U.S. standard, and great time for Centro, 340. Let's see what he can do at this year's USA Championships. Maybe he can qualify to Budapest.